the Denver Broncos taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. A man who was lost for the year in Week 4 last season. Here's Javonte Williams.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now it's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
And all the way home for a Bronco score. Courtland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They run with the 2nd-year man, Isaiah Pacheco.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 6. Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling.
And he will have the Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. The Chiefs at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But you look at this Bronco defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8.
Mahomes going to throw.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelce, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum, because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
2nd down and 3.
Now Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Wilson.
Short throw caught by Dosich.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The kick by Lutz is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Phillips now from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Second and 7 from the 20.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
This is taken at the 18. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Second and 10.
To throw is Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Broncos.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Broncos 10, Chiefs nothing.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's what we were hoping to see out of Williams last season before a torn ACL 4 weeks in ruined expectations that he could join the top tier of NFL running backs. That type of upside remains, though, and Denver certainly prepared to help him unlock it as he returns to full strength.
A give to Williams, running right. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go back to the ground with Williams. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here's Wilson.
He had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling down the right sideline. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At the 34. Here's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Here's the sneak with Wilson, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Russell Wilson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3.
Phillips now from the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
A give right side for Pacheco.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for KC. 56 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Wilson to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat-trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning, his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Now Mahomes. That is caught at the 7.
Well, the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kadarius Toney
From 6 yards away.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Wilson. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Broncos.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Wilson. Fighting through pressure. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd.
Touchdown! Marquez Valdes-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now the flips. What's happening?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, there's a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
They got a bad right.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Pacheco gets it up the gut. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Yellow, yellow.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. That is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here's Pacheco.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Tremont Smith. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Phillips now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a gain of 34.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
In second and inches at the 40-yard line.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. Second and inches.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
Yellow.
Open on the left side, this is Valdes-Scantling.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
Kansas City suited Valdes-Scantling well, and he produced a new career high in receptions and nearly in yards as well. One of football's best deep threats. He seems tailor-made for this offense, and he gets them a first down.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get through. Put my juice up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose my Patron and you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me.